Students, may I please have your attention up here? And it's very nice that all of you are so familiar with one another. Let me tell you something that happened to me. This is the day before the first day that I taught. And I came to this very school, and I was matched up with a mentor. I've actually been blessed to have several mentors. This one, his name is Gary Zerbakken, Mr. Gary Zerbakken. And when I came to school on that day before the first day, he had a marker and a piece of paper and some tape, and he drew 5 circles like this. And I was walking in his room as he was doing this, and I asked him, "What's up?" And he said that he was writing little things in these circles. And it was stuff like, has a sister, and loves exercise, and enjoys cartoons, and so on and so forth. I asked him, "What are you going to do with that?" And he said he was going to give it to his students the next day, on the first day of school. And that's how the students were going to get acquainted with one another. And I thought it was an awesome idea, and so I used it, and I had a lot of success with it also. Now, over the years, I've seen this done many different ways. I have a copy that I call Greetings. And there are circles throughout, and it has little expressions like, has a sister, was born in a different state, great speller. And what I'm going to ask you to do is to take one of these sheets and to go around the room and try to find someone whose name you can write down into one of these circles. And if you write their name down in the circle that says great speller, that student better be a better than average speller. And if you write down someone's name that says has a brother, that person better have a brother. You understand how it works? Yeah. It's pretty simple and straightforward, but what it does is it gets you talking to one another. So should we give this a shot?
Yeah.
Awesome. This is more fun than anything, so maybe instead of calling it a worksheet, I'll call it a fun sheet. Entitled Greetings, which is the name of this active learning strategy. So please go through and read the circles. With your pencil or pen in hand, and I want you to go around and to talk to your classmates. Ask them about the statement in the circle, and if it fits who they are, or what they believe, or something they enjoy, then write their name down, or they can write their own name down. But everybody in here should be represented before you put someone's name down for a second time. Any questions? Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Wittmann,
Yes.
are you a really good writer?
You're a quick speller.
Have you ever heard me sing? Here is an excellent way of getting your students acquainted with one another, and of course with you as well. The greeting strategy helps develop a culture of trust. The more our students learn about one another today, the more willing they are to work cooperatively tomorrow. This is an excellent strategy to use on your first day of school. When students are in a new situation with individuals they do not know very well, or at all, it can be a little stressful. I believe before learning can take place, our students need to feel comfortable with their environment and the people within it. The greeting strategy goes a long way in helping our students put their fears at ease. I begin by making a classroom set of the greetings handout found within the book, or I simply make my own using a drawing or word processing document, or I can just as easily do it the old-fashioned way and make my own by hand. Then I give my students about 10 minutes to quietly and respectfully move about the room. Students roam around and say greetings as they meet one another. A student will read a question or statement to another classmate from the sheet. In return, the classmate may read the same or a different question or statement. Names are then recorded. Please note, names should not be written down twice unless it is a small class. We want our students walking around and meeting as many people as possible. After all the forms are filled in, I have my students return to their seats. We usually have an informal discussion about the experience and what they learned about one another. Students, I need you to please return to your seats. Great work on this strategy. How many of you in here learned something about a classmate that before this activity you didn't know it? Fantastic. Who's going to share the name of someone and what they learned, please? Emily.
I learned that Lauren is an excellent singer.
Lauren is an excellent singer. Lauren, are you willing to sing something for us right now?
Not really.
All right. Who else learned something, please? Nick.
I learned Chuyi is good at math problems. He
Chu-
loves them.
Chu-Yi, you're good at math problems?
Yeah, even though I'm not the greatest at math, I still cherish math.
All right, I like that. So you're not the best at math, but you still enjoy it. Great. Others? Haley.
Nick likes science.
Nick, is it true you like science?
Yep, my favorite subject.
Science is awesome. I do not blame you one bit. Others? Sambo.
Haley is good at dancing.
Haley is good at dancing. Now listen, we couldn't get Lauren to sing. Can we get Haley to dance for us?
I don't have anything prepared. Oh.
Nothing prepared. Anybody else learn something? Yuli.
That Sam likes to exercise, she enjoys it.
Sam, you like to exercise?
Yeah.
I'm with you. I love exercise as well. All right, well, I'm really proud of you. It's nice to see you up out of your seats, talking to all your classmates. I saw a lot of smiles. And hopefully you did learn a thing or two about your classmates. So, excellent work. Here are a few more thoughts on the versatility of the greeting strategy. Create a list of questions or comments relating to your favorite classroom novel. For instance, if I just finished a book about life in a foreign country, such as A Tale of Two Cities, I might use comments like, speaks a foreign language, traveled outside the United States, enjoys learning about other cultures, can name 10 countries. Write the words in one of the world languages taught within your school district, maybe Spanish or Russian. Use different colors too. If I were teaching the periodic table in science, I might ask questions about the elements. Highlight certain students and their recent accomplishments by putting something specific about them amongst the phrases. Ask your students to generate a list of appropriate items for this strategy themselves. Do greetings in conjunction with moving to music. If a few students do not want to record names, maybe they will at least walk around quietly and learn something about their classmates. Once the other students begin moving, I quietly ask them to participate. If a student or two are not willing to contribute at all, I allow them to stay seated in the hopes that other students will approach them. When I have the informal discussion at the end of this activity, I gently try to include the reluctant students in the conversation. My hope is that they will be more willing to participate in the future. Here's an example of the greeting strategy utilizing a geography unit. And now we're going to use the active learning strategy greetings in another way. We're going to relate it to our study of geography. Instead of going around the room and finding someone who has a brother or enjoys exercise, you're going to find a classmate that has hiked up a hill, or has skied down a mountain. You understand what I'm asking?
Yes.
I think you're going to love this. I was recently at an automotive repair shop and they had listed their values, vision, and mission statements. I chuckled a bit because they used a few of the same multi-syllable words utilized in some educational settings. When I have the privilege of working with teachers at a conference, I say, with a smile on my face, if I lived in the promised land and I were given a magic wand, with permission to wave that wand, and to make a very short and easily understood mission statement, first, I would eliminate the previous one, because it would probably speak of creating the highest standards of excellence while compassionately inspiring imaginative young minds. What does that even mean? And my mission statement would be 2 words, and they are, no excuses. This would be understood by every adult that has contact with the children of that school, as well as the parents, and most importantly, the children themselves. Everyone would understand we don't make excuses in our school. Our mission is to solve problems and succeed. And then, in the immortal words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., we would be well on our way to the promised land.